Now we are going to learn about distance from the sea. This is also the factor which is affecting the climate of a place. Now, what is sea breeze and land breeze? All this you have learnt in your class 4 and 3. Okay, so but still we will revise once. Sea breeze always happens, occurs in the daytime. Sea breeze occurs in the daytime. As we all know that sand or land heats up faster and water heats slowly but cools down very late. Okay, so sea breeze occurs during the daytime when there is sun. So in the sun, the land heats up faster and the air becomes hot on the land. So hot air always rises up and it moves towards the sea. And here the sea water does not heat up faster. So the air above the sea is cool. So when the hot air is moving from the land, there is space there. And the cool air from the sea takes its place. So this kind of movement cycle is known as the sea breeze. Now, coming to the land breeze. Now, during the daytime, as we know, land heats up fast and also cools fast. So, during night, what happens is, the sea is hot now because it will also cool late. Okay, so now the water is more warmer than the land. So, the hot air from the sea rises up and moves towards the land, and the cool air above the land takes the place over the sea. So the movement of air occurs like this. This kind of movement is known as the land breeze. Okay, now the next factor which affects a place is about the temperate zone. Now temperate zone is also known as the heat zone. Okay, it depends upon the insolation, the amount of sunlight received by a particular region. As we have learnt before about all the places near the equator and away from the equator. So now I will explain you about the 3 heat zones. Okay, now the area which is closer to the equator is known as the torrid zone. What is it known as? Torrid zone. Now, in the north, from equator to Tropic of Cancer, it is the torrid zone. And in the south, from equator to Tropic of Capricorn, it is the torrid zone. So, the places which are closer to the equator is torrid zone. Because of the direct sunlight, these places receive lot of sunlight, and because of lot of sunlight, there is lot of evaporation during the daytime, and because of evaporation, there is condensation and there is rainfall every day in the torrid zone. Okay, now next we will go to the next place, that is from Tropic of Cancer in the north to Arctic Circle in the north. This area is known as the temperate zone, north temperate zone. This area receives less heat of the sun. So here the places are little dry and the trees grown here are short. And when we come to the south, from the Tropic of Capricorn to Antarctic Circle, this is known as south temperate zone. Here also the climate is similar to the north temperate zone. Now next, in the north, from Arctic Circle to the North Pole, and in the south, from Antarctic Circle to the South Pole, it is the frigid zone. What it is called? Frigid zone. Because there is very less heat of the sun which reaches there, both the North Pole and the South Pole are covered with ice. And here we will not find the plants. All the time the poles are covered with ice. Okay. The next factor affecting the climate of a place is humidity. Now humidity is lot of moisture in the air. Now lot of moisture in the air is called humidity. Now how does this humidity come from? From where does this weather become humid? That is because if the water on the earth, because of the heat of the sun, yes, rises up due to evaporation, that mixes in the air, that is called water vapor. Now along with this water vapor, when the wind blows, okay, that is called as humidity, the moisture present in the air. Now because of this moisture, the places which are closer to the coastal areas, like example Mumbai or Kolkata or Chennai, all these places are near to the sea coast. So these places are much humid because the air contains moisture, and because of this water vapor there is lot of rainfall in this particular areas. Okay, next we will go to the winds. Next we will come to another factor that affects the climate of the place, that is the wind. Wind affects the climate of a place because if there is the coastal areas, for example, because water vapor is more there, so there you will receive lot of rainfall. But in places which are very dry, like Rajasthan, here the wind is called as loo, L-O-O, loo. Now why it is called as loo? Because here the temperature is very high in summer, but there is less rainfall. Because of that, there is no moisture in the air. The moisture is very less. So the wind which is blowing is very dry. And here the places becomes very hot during the summer season. Okay. Thank you, students.